Today we're going to take a look at the S&P TSX 60 Composite Index, which represents the Canadian stock market. If we go back to 2015, we can see that the Canadian stock market underperformed the US stock market, the S&P 500, and in 2016 outperformed. And if we take a look at so far in 2017, the first 6 months of the year, we've seen the Canadian stock market underperform once again, mainly the result of the Canadian banks, with investors' concerns about the valuations of the Canadian banks, and so as a result, Canadian banks have not performed well, and the energy sector as well, which has not performed well. So two of the largest sectors in Canada have not performed well. As a result, you can see here that we've seen a breakdown of support, and just previous to that, we saw a lower high. So we had a bearish descending triangle forming, and we've seen a breakdown of support. The RSI, the tops of the RSI have generally been lower and trending down, and also for the full stochastic indicator. So technically, the Canadian market actually looks quite weak. Now, the big trap is that some investors feel that because the Canadian stock market has underperformed so far in the first 6 months of the year, that it should outperform in the second 6 months of the year. Not necessarily so. Over the next couple of months, you may see the Canadian stock market actually perform quite well based upon the price of oil, or depending on what happens with the price of oil or gold. But in autumn, we've historically seen the Canadian stock market underperform the US stock market. So investors should be aware that just because in the first 6 months the Canadian stock market has underperformed, that it won't necessarily outperform in the second half of the year. Thank you very much.